You're listening to Entrepreneur's Enigma, a podcast about the ups and downs of the entrepreneurial journey. Every week, your host Seth Goldstein interviews entrepreneurs from all walks of life about their entrepreneurial journeys. From store owners to Fortune 500 CEOs, we all have stories to tell. So sit back and join us for the next 20 or so minutes while we explore the entrepreneurial world.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Entrepreneur's Enigma podcast. I am, as always, your host, Seth, with Podcast Mastery and Goldstein Media. Today I have Jake Smolarek, who hails from the UK, where currently when we're recording this is hot as hell. Hot as hell. It's like 31 degrees Celsius there right now. It's like, oof. I mean, and it's not normally hot there, so they don't a lot of them don't have air conditioning. So I'm like, it's hot. So anyhow, Jake is a high-performance coach and entrepreneur with over 20 years of business experience and 17 years of coaching high achievers, including entrepreneurs, founders, executives, professionals that are ready to stop playing small and follow through. After arriving in the UK from Poland with just 150 pounds in his pocket and barely speaking English, Jake built multiple businesses from scratch across construction, PR, digital marketing, and coaching, while having some pretty big setbacks. At the height of the financial crisis in 2007, 2008, he lost everything during that. His business went down. He went into debt. He lost his relationship. And he was even told, now, if that wasn't enough, he was told twice that he only had only a few months to live. Well, he's still living, so clearly whoever that was a quack. So he hit rock bottom, reset, and now he's figured stuff out through his no business frameworks that he now teaches worldwide. Jake is known for his raw honesty, sharp mindset work, and ability to turn chaos into clarity. I'd say that's pretty true. That's a lot of chaos in a year. Jeez. So anyhow, Jake's message is simple. Stop waiting for clarity. Stop playing small. Get clear and disciplined. And execute, damn it. Execute. So Jake, how's it going, buddy? How you doing?
All good. Thank you very much for having me here. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you. I know we had a bunch of reschedules, internet down, illnesses. Oh my God, it's been a rough few months here. Not rough like 2007 for you. Jeez.
No,
so
not as bad.
Not nearly. Jeez, you were told not once but twice you only had months to live. Like
correct.
Seriously,
yes.
As if once wasn't bad enough. Jeez Louise. So how did this all get started? Like, what was the impetus for you to move to the UK?
I just wanted to see the world, as much as New York is the kind of like a capital of the world for Americans, for us in Europe, London.
Not for me.
Yeah,
Philly's
London
the capital of the world for me. Don't ever tell Philadelphia that New York's the capital. Those are fighting words.
Yeah, but some people see it this way.
Yeah, I know.
But
New York
for
is
us,
New York, yeah.
Yeah. And London is kind of like a capital of the world for us.
Yeah.
And for me, it's one of the best cities in the world. No, it's the best city in the world.
Really?
And then, oh yeah. I've been a
London
lot
here is a lot of fun when it's not 31 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it depends. This is hot for us. 31 Celsius it's a lot.
Was that like
the
83
humidity.
Fahrenheit? Oh.
Yeah, it's a lot, but you can survive.
It's not terrible. It's just you guys don't have the air conditioning that we do, which is.
Yes, most people. Look, you don't really need air conditioning for 8 days of summer here. So
yeah, exactly. Until global warming kicks in. Exactly.
No, it's changing. Summers can be very hot here.
Exactly.
So actually, I'm lucky enough. I do have air conditioning, which helps a lot.
It helps a lot. Exactly.
It helps.
Or sit in your basement if you have a basement. Exactly.
True.
So you came to the UK in 2004 with very little in your pocket, like literally kind of like what was on your back. And like, what was the goal? Like, did you have a plan when you came here? You're just like, heck, I want to get out of Poland. Let me figure stuff out as I go.
No, I didn't have the plan on its own. I had a dream. That's what I've got. You know, I had £150 in my pockets, which is about $180 as an equivalent,
not a lot.
and a massive dream to become successful, whatever that meant at the time. I didn't know. I was just like, I want to be successful, and I was like, how am I going to do it? I don't care. You know, I will figure it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I came to the UK, and this is how everything started.
Wow. That you know, you hear this. A lot of people say they kind of went with a dream and they made it. And a lot of people, you don't hear about the times when people try and go on a dream and don't make it as much because they don't talk about it, which I feel more people should talk about when they don't, like about the failures. 'Cause, like, I mean, literally in 07, 08, I wouldn't say that was exactly a successful year or 2 years for you. That seems like that was pretty rough. You know,
it depends how you look at it. You know, yes, I did lost everything, but from looking at it now, it's like, you know, when I was reading Steve Jobs' book when he was fired from Apple, and when he started, it's nice because I can start fresh. You know, I can start from the bottom, and then he built, Next, and then he built, Pixar. And I was very lucky because one of my mentors was a guy who actually was working with Steve Jobs. They built the company called Next, which was then bought by Apple. Yeah, so my mentor John, he was actually working with Steve Jobs, not actually working for him, but working with him.
Oh wow!
And John is amazing. Yeah, he taught me a lot of great things. Yeah. But at the same time, going back to this 2007-08. Crash. Yes, I lost everything, but at the same time, I could just start fresh. You know, I could start from the very bottom. You know, I always say to people, like, sure, if you crash, try not to crash. Try to bounce back. You know.
Yeah. Well, you fall, get up, dust yourself off, and keep going.
Exactly. You know, just try again. I remember take
today. A beat. I mean, it's okay to take a beat. It's okay to take a week and kind of say, "What the hell just happened here?" But then get back up and keep going.
Yeah, it's one of those things. You know, when I came to the UK in 2004, I had nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. I had nothing, which means I had nothing to lose. So I could try anything. Yeah. You know, I'm one of those people. If you tell me, like, okay, start a business, I will be like, okay. I'm starting now, not tomorrow, not 2 days from now. I start now. This is exactly what happened to me. You know, I was 19 or 20 years old. I found myself a mentor, not John. Now, John was a little bit later on. Another mentor called Patrick. He used to live in Mayfair in London. Yeah. Mayfair is like one of the most expensive areas in London and on the planet, basically.
Yeah. Well, London itself is expensive as hell.
Yes. And Patrick told me, you have to start a business. And I said, like, what business? And he said, he just looked around. He saw a scaffolding somewhere. And he's like, start a construction business. And I said, like, okay, cool, no problem. The problem is, I know nothing about construction. And then he said, like, oh, don't worry about that because you have to build a system. Don't build yourself a job. And I was like, oh, okay, interesting.
Well, right there, a system, not a job. I like that.
And
a framework or a framework.
Yeah. I mean, the next day I printed out my first business cards, and in about 1 week and a half, I found a few contractors, and in about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, I got my first client. That's it.
Wow.
That's wild. And I built it from there.
There you go. And
it's all about action.
Yeah, right now you're doing coaching, digital marketing, and lead generation right now.
Correct.
So,
yes.
Like, as if one thing's not enough.
Coaching takes most of my time, probably about 95%. Because this is what I love to do, and I just love it. You know, I can do it for the rest of my life. Correct.
Helping people figure stuff out. It's kind of learn from what you've done and try not to make as many mistakes as you did. You know, and learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still gonna make their own mistakes. I mean,
yes.
Every person I talk to. Like I said, you can learn from my mistakes, but you're still going to make some of the same mistakes, but maybe not as bad as mine when I did them.
Correct.
Exactly. So when you came to the UK, and then you had the crazy 2 years, what was going through your mind when all this crap was going on? Like you have to be like kind of like you got to dust yourself off, and you've got to kind of like realize like I'm at bottom now. I can only go up, but still, you're told twice that you only have 2 months to live. I mean, everything was literally. You can't get much more rock bottom than that.
Yeah, basically, when you lose everything, again, you've got nothing to lose anymore, which means you can do whatever you want. I remember like today when I said to the doctor who told me you only have a few months to live. I remember like today, I was lying on that table. I got up, I cleared myself because I got some kind of
the ultrasound jelly or
whatever it was, and I said to his face, I was very cocky. I said like, I will die when I want to die, okay? And you are a horrible doctor, and I don't want to see you again. And I left.
I think that's a Polish in you.
That's probably a Polish in me. It's
we
are tough,
It sounds like a Polish babushka right there,
Yeah, I'm Polish, and Polish people went through so many things in the last 1,000 years.
Every Polish person I know, they do not mince words. They're very direct, to the point, and get the point across. Very efficient.
Get it done,
Get her done, exactly.
Find a way. There's always a way. And I remember like today, I left that doctor office, and then I have to figure it out. It was, okay, I'm dying. I need to figure it out how not to die. Yeah. And I did, I'm here. So
You're still kicking. Oh,
it's
awesome,
and
man.
I'm doing way better than ever.
I love it, man. I love it. So, what in your mind, because you kind of done the entrepreneurial journey the whole time since your late teens, early 20s. In your mind, what's the best thing about being an entrepreneur? Because you really haven't worked for the man or the person.
No, I am not built to work for someone else, to be honest with you. If I had a job, I will probably shout on my boss on the second day or third day or something like that. And
you were just made for it. Yeah.
I always say, a lot of people think entrepreneurship is all about money, and I always say, like, sure, money is great, but it's all about freedom. You do whatever you want.
You build it, and you try to make them come. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I love my freedom. I want to do whatever I want to do. Funny thing is, I love my work, and I don't even want to have holidays or vacations from my work because I love it so much. Sure, of course I travel and I do great things, but I don't really need a break from what I do.
No, because your work can come with you too. So while you're taking a break, you can still be attached to what you love to do, which is awesome. We're going to take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and get right back to the show.
100%.
I love that, man. I love that. And then on the flip side, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, as 2007, 2008 shows. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. What keeps you up at night as an entrepreneur?
It's that I do what I love. That's it. I when people say like, oh, it's Friday, it's weekends. On Sunday evening, I can't wait, to Monday morning. I'm back, baby.
You're back.
I can talk to my clients and.
Does anything keep you up at night as an entrepreneur, though?
Say that again.
Does anything keep you up at night as an entrepreneur, like worries or?
We all have worries, If you worry, it's like sitting on a rocking chair. You have something to do, but there's what's the point of worrying? It's just don't worry. You will figure it out. You need some rest. I'm an extreme guy. If I run, I run. When I exercise to the extreme. But at the same time, we have to understand that the rest is part of the training.
It is, yes.
This is what one of my good friends is telling me all the time, and he's I don't want to say he's like a semi-pro athlete, very good at what he's doing. They have
to rest, and they're told to rest. So it's like mandated. If you're a footballer over in the UK, you have the off season, and you're like, you rest, you train, but you rest because during when you're in the season, you're going.
Correct.
It's amazing. So, what is the most important thing to carry with you all the time? This can be as woo-woo as you want to get. The most important thing to carry with you.
I would probably say the right mindset. The right mindset is everything. This is what I get what I got when I lost everything, and I called my first mentor Patrick, and I said to him like, Patrick, I built everything as we spoke a few years ago, and now I lost everything. And he said, congratulations, now your first bankruptcy.
You're welcome.
You
welcome
go
to the club.
Yeah. He said like two more to go, and you are a proper entrepreneur, because a proper entrepreneur, he has to lose everything at least 3 times. And I was like, okay, whatever that means. But now I understand.
That's
it's like,
that's reassuring.
But basically, the lesson he was trying to teach me is like, don't worry about it. It's just a game. Don't worry about it. Just start again. Start fresh. Start better.
Yeah.
Fail again. If you fail again,
I always tell my people I talk to, failing's not bad. Failure is.
No.
Failure is when you don't get back up and you quit. Failing, you have to fail. You gotta pivot. The pivot. Nothing's wrong with a freaking pivot. It's not going as well as you want this direction. Pivot and try a little different. Try completely different, for that matter.
More often than not, I say something like this, that we use the wrong F word. It's not failure, it's feedback.
Ooh.
Every single time you fail, you get feedback. Obviously, if you learn from it, because if you don't learn, then
you fail.
It's not
a
failure. That's a failure. But if you fail and then you get up and you actually learn from it, it's just a simple feedback. That's it. So it's not a failure. It's a feedback.
I love it, man. I love it. So Jake, where can people find you online? Where's the best place to connect with Jake online?
Either my socials or my website. Fortunately, there's not that many Jakes Smolareks out there. So you just Google Jake
There's a lot
Smolarek.
of Seth Goldsteins, shockingly.
Really?
Because Seth is a biblical name, and Goldstein's like the Smith of Jews. Everyone's name is Goldstein. Everyone says like, "Hey, are you related to this Goldstein?" I'm like, probably not.
Well, you never know.
You never know, but the majority of Goldsteins are not related. It's very common name. So we'll have your links in the show notes. And this has been so much fun, bud. I'm glad we finally got to connect on a very high and steamy day in London, high and steamy day here in Philly. But look, I mean, one thing you gotta realize, like, dust yourself off and keep going.
Always. Whatever happens is because you always have 2 choices. You either can get up and keep going, or you can just give up and sit down and just do nothing.
Yeah.
But in life,
exactly.
Yeah. But we have to understand that in life, there's only one thing that actually makes us happy, and this is progress in anything you do, in business, in your relationship, in your life, going to the gym, like any project that you do is progress that makes us happy. If you're not making progress, you're not happy.
I love that, man. Let's end it on that note, and we'll see everyone next week.
That was a great show. If you're enjoying Entrepreneur's Enigma, please consider giving us a review in the podcast directory of your choice. Every review helps us reach new listeners. If you like Entrepreneur's Enigma, consider the other shows on the Marketing Podcast Network at marketingpodcast.net.